Well,
What do you think the most uncomfortable truth about women is that you really that's rarely spoken about?
That women are 1,000 times more narcissistic than males. I don't think, I think the entire human species is a narcissistic species. The whole species is narcissistic. But I believe that the most uncomfortable truth for the average person is that women are actually narcissistic, more narcissistic than males. It's not that males are not narcissistic, it's that women are 1,000 times more narcissistic. I've never heard a saying that, oh, you just have to love your father no matter what he did because that's your only dad, you only get one. I never hear that. I always hear it about a woman. No matter what a mother did to her children, no matter what, that's your mama. You still need to love your mom, no matter what she did. I hear women say, no matter what a woman does, a man should never put his hands on her. And women believe they can do anything to you and expect that you accept it and still worship the ground they walk on. So if anything is going to improve, the truth about the psychology of women has to be revealed. It's a dark place. It's not peaches and cream because women think that they can abuse you.
What do you think the most?
yeah, women think it can abuse you, and you can expect it to what worship them still. Nah, doesn't work like that in the real life. That's the problem with women that are delusional. However, I agree with what you're saying. However, statistic wise, there is 7% of men that are narcissistic being diagnosed, and 4% women that are narcissistic. 4% that's being diagnosed. However, I'd argue because the women are such, there's 3% difference. So men are more narcissistic women compared to the statistic. But statistics can be manipulated. We know all that. If you don't know that, every statistic can be manipulated easily. So if women's in Lululand, delusional land, where she's expecting she can hit a woman, treat him like shit, and expect that man to still worship her. That's delusional. So therefore, you're never going to think there's something wrong with you. There's always something wrong with the man. That's what you're going to be thinking. There's always something wrong with the man and not with you because you're in delusional land. So therefore, you're never going to get assessed or for being a narcissist. It's as simple as that. Because women are that delusional. They think every ex that they've had is their ex-man is a narcissist. You see women on social media. You don't see men saying that about women much on social media. Makes you wonder why, doesn't it? Exactly. Exactly. It's all about being delusional, and because they're that delusional, they don't think there's anything wrong with them. They can get away with it. Zero accountability. That's the problem.
Yada yada. Avoiding accountability creates a fragile ego. It turns into protecting an image rather than embodying reality. Many people love to see themselves as good or right all the time. Anything they've done that threatens that, they will often deny or avoid. Real accountability requires humility, realizing you're not perfect, you're just human. We all make mistakes, and we all sometimes do bad things. When a person avoids accountability, they also avoid the truth. They start to live more in lies and delusion, and they start to push away anything that makes them aware of that, including relationships. Healthy ones require accountability. Secure people will walk away from a lack of it. They don't want to make accountability turn into a huge conflict every time. It disconnects the relationship. This is why old people are often two very different radicals. They're either extremely bitter and defensive, they negatively react to everything, like a Karen, or they're very sweet, wise, and respectable. One has been maintaining an image their whole life and avoiding the truth, avoiding reality, while the other has stayed accountable and integrated everything they've learned, everything they've done and experienced. Do not avoid accountability. It may be tough and rough in the moment, but long term allows you to relax and truly be happy. More on my YouTube, Drizzle.
Yeah, avoiding accountability creates a fragile ego. Totally agree with that. Because they're creating their own world. They're creates a fragile ego, yeah, to a T. So what you do have is when this fragile ego with zero accountability female meets a man who speaks the truth and takes accountability, owns it, says sorry when he's wrong, doesn't spread gossip and lies. Uh, you know, they're living their true self in the true world. Therefore, the ego is going to be not going to be. It's going to be more stable. So that's how you have a clash when women are living in Delulu land, a fragile ego, when you have a man living in the true land with a stable ego, you're gonna have a clash. 100% of the time, it's gonna have a clash. Hence why you have 71% of women initiating divorces after 10, 15 years. That's a problem. Zero accountability. And I tell you fundamentally where it starts from. The government. It's down to the government. There's no 50-50. It's an illusion. It's one big lie. There's no 50-50. It's all one-sided woman. A woman can do what she wants, treat a man how she wants, then come out the other end with all the property and the money. You know, the kids a lot, even though them have been the delusional one, cheating and no accountability. Sad world we live in, but it is what it is. I think that's shit.